We are on now. We're live.
No.
I'm live anyway. Right. What are you doing? Facebook?
Yeah, but it says it should go done unless there's something wrong with it. It does work. It worked last time. Is there anything else you can do? It's be live, yeah. Okay.
Just start it. Don't even name it.
Yeah.
So there's another van. There's another van coming just behind us here now.
What should I do?
We better walk over by the park here.
Okay, just there. Yeah.
Distancing.
Right, the story is this. I'm forced to be in disguise today because I went to Hyde Park, to the other corner over there, the Speaker's Corner, and there are masses and masses of police vans circulating around. There's the police over there. That's then gone. There's a van just behind us here, which has gone past. They keep circulating around, and the Serpentine here is the place where people gathered in 1855, and they spoke and discussed here. But in the other side of Hyde Park at the moment, as you may know, ladies and gentlemen, Speaker's Corner has been aggressively attacked in the last couple of weeks. Yesterday, last week, the week before, and we've been not allowed to exercise our legal right to speak. Therefore, I've had to come down to Serpentine here to tell you that when you go across the park over there, you'll encounter dozens and dozens of police vans, dozens of police threatening to arrest anybody who speaks or gathers in a group of more than two. That's why I'm down here in disguise today, so you can understand that our society is being turned into a dictatorship. Over there is the place we won the right to free speech in 1872. By law, we have the right to speak there. But I've been arrested 5 times in the last few weeks. I've been speaking at Speaker's Corner since 1986. And the police arrested Nicholas Scholes, who's been speaking there for 25 years. Last week, grabbed him, pushed him to the ground, handcuffed him. He suffers from mental illness. Then they stuck him in a van, dragged him away. We still don't know what happened to him. Piers Corbyn, brother of the Labour leader, past Labour leader, arrested yesterday. Arrested now 8 times in the last few months. For what? For doing what you are doing. Gathering in groups of more than 2. But they're not targeting you. They're targeting any of us who's standing up for the rights of the people. Anyone who stands up for the right to speak, the right to strike, the right to organise, the right to defend your family and friends, the right not to be vaccinated by these lunatics who one day they say, yes, take the vaccination. Pfizer vaccination has a 3-week period when you're supposed to get the second boost. Yesterday they said, we're not going to give them the second boost within 3 weeks. We're getting the second boost 3 months later. In other words, they're carrying out experiments on your mother, your father, your grandparents. Human experiments forbidden under the Nuremberg laws after the Second World War. Why am I standing here like this? Because every time I go to the park there, which is called Speaker's Corner, I am threatened with arrest, or I am arrested behind my back and dragged to the police station. And yet, that is the one place in the world that is known by humanity as the place where we have the right to speak. What is happening? Archimedes, he once said, the great Greek philosopher, give me a point, give me a fulcrum, and I will move the universe. Speaker's Corner is our fulcrum. It is where the Christians, the Muslims, the anarchists, the Jews, the Palestinians, the Shia, the Sunni, the Mennonites, the Catholics, the Marxists, where we all, and the entertainers, where we all gather and speak and express our views. What kind of society is it where the only views we see come from Zoom or YouTube? What sort of society is it where you can't hug your grandmother when she's about to die? What sort of society is it where everyone has been locked at home for nearly a year now, creating madness and insanity and far more deaths than die from COVID? Tens of millions of people have been driven to the point of starvation in the world today. Millions of children are not being treated for treatable pneumonia. More of them die every year than die of COVID. And yet these lunatics, tech giants, pharma giants, government so-called scientists are lying to you day in and day out, and then preventing anyone from raising the issues and discussing with you. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up for your rights. Stand up for your children. Stand up for your parents and your grandparents. Hold hands with each other and take to the streets and sing together. We shall overcome, ladies and gentlemen. We shall overcome. We shall defeat them. We will destroy them. Down with the COVID dictatorship. Yes to free speech. Yes to democracy. Yes to the right to speak in Hyde Park. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. They'll know about this now on YouTube, so I'm going to disappear. We will be moving Speaker's Corner to this part of the park.
Don't advertise it.
Because the police are saying, go and look over there yourselves. Look how many vans there are. Look how many territorial support groups there are. Look how many police there are itching to arrest someone. Something is wrong with our society, ladies and gentlemen. And that's where you can see it more clearly than anywhere else in Britain.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in groups there, 3, 4.
Of course there are.
As you can see.
Of course there are.
Of
course there are. What you are doing here is far worse in terms of contact than what we do at Speaker's Corner.
Why do you think the police?
Because it's a political crime they're trying to charge us with. I lived in East Germany. I did underground work in East Germany. I've even got a Stasi file from East Germany. That's why I can do disguises. You see, it's from Lenin, right? You discover that in reality, the regulations and impositions here are worse than East Germany. Worse than East Germany. So we have to stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Make the effort. Find out what's happening. Look up speakerscorner.net. Look up santarebellion.com, where we've got all the information you need. And support Piers Corbyn's candidacy for Mayor of London. Thanks very much.
Who is it you belong to? Sorry.
If you look up santarebellion.com, santarebellion.com, it's easy to remember, yeah?
Marvellous speech you've
Then you'll find all of it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He said everything I agree with.
Yes, he's a legend.
He's a freaking living legend.
Yesterday arrested him.
We need about 25 million of him, though.
That's what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody's walking on in his sleep.
That's what we need
Nobody
to do.
has a clue what's going on.
That's right.
What?
What are we going to do about it?
Everybody thinks
the rag.
Everybody thinks normality's coming back.
What are we going to do?
Look at them. They think normality's going to be here by
Yeah,
May.
very simple
I
step.
spoke to
Give out some
someone
of them for a start.
I spoke to someone
Give out some of them to
yesterday.
friends of yours for a start.
Do you know Ryanair? We're together, mate.
I don't have
Ryanair
Yeah.
should be sued. Have you seen the ad on the TV?
No.
It says like 19, blah blah blah, summer 21. It ends up with lectures that big jab and go.
What's it called? Santa
Jab
what?
and go.
Yeah,
They're
mad.
not qualified
Mad.
to tell someone
No,
to take a
it's
knee.
not mad.
I'm checking.
It's mad.
It's illegal, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. They're all trying to do that.
Well, we were in Trafalgar Square, like back in one of them.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan's a legend.
Piers Morgan.
Piers
Morgan's a TV guy.
Oh my God!
Right, the police are coming now.
Piers.
Police are coming, yeah?
I can switch it on. I can switch it on.
Oh, right.
I mean, let me just say goodbye to people. We'll talk later, yeah? We'll talk. Whereabouts you live? Okay, we'll be in touch, yeah?
Okay, lovely.
Okay, I'll just give a call off.
No, not at all.
I mean, I wanted to go on.
What's your name?
Laura.
Laura, where?
So this is my disguise today. It managed to succeed, and here we are, Serpentine. You see, Serpentine is where people come, large numbers of people. There was a group down here playing music and doing dancing around on skateboards and so on. So the idea that you've got to close down Hyde Park because of people gathering is nonsense. And look at the amount of people gathered here. Large numbers of people gathered all around here. Even geese are gathered here, you know what I mean? They're not socially distancing. The people here are not socially distancing. So what are they talking about? They're just going for us because we speak at Speaker's Corner. And that's what we will expose. And if they want to send police down here day and night, every single day, try and find who the people are who might speak to people, go ahead. Go ahead. You try it. It's a big park. Go ahead.
Because